But I think, sorry to say,
regrets.
at times, you need to do confrontation.
Yeah.
You need to
So much that
to nail it.
Yeah.
You need to do that confrontation. It may not sound nice, but if you think you want to live with each other, you need that confrontation. At the end of the day, you are still the wali. You need to point and pin it down and stop this
That's
thing.
the thing, yeah.
You have to, because you will step in. Whether the person will not like it, obviously, in the beginning, but I think it will take times, like, after a few while, then begin to realize and stuff like that. That is part of my experience,
I think the best thing is when your own wife criticize you for the betterment of your own character.
Yeah.
That's the best. Your husband tegur, suami tegur isteri, isteri tegur suami. Dia tak boleh ada hijab antara suami dengan isteri ni tau. And then for the man ni, kita ada ego bruiser punya issue. Kan every time kita ego. Isteri pula, dorang terlalu sensitif kadang-kadang. So how you gonna get that mid-range punya keadaan is through trial and error. You got to, if everyone thinks that getting into a marriage is to have a happily ever after punya feeling, then don't get married lah.
Alright, we're going to test mic for a while. Test mic 1 2 1 2. Test mic 1 2 1 2.
Just like 1 2 3.
Test 1 2.
Testing 1 2.
Yeah, recording already. Alright then, I think we are good to go. Let's do it. Bismillah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat datang dan selamat kembali ke ruangan podcast kami di Coffee Shop Talk. Nama saya Ryan.
Nama saya Fahad.
Nama saya Ziad.
Dan nama saya Shah B.I.G.
Yep. Sebelum kami meneruskan episod ni, kami ingin mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih bagi mereka yang telah mendengar kami. Jangan ke mana-mana. Let's go, fellas.
Let's go.
Okey, berbalik pada cerita perkahwinan, last episode kita berbicara tentang walimatul. Preparation. Okey. Buat episod hari ini kita mengupas lebih dalam depth dalam perkahwinan. Ini a bit serious tapi okay, we just make point to point.
Yalah, So kita soalannya, perkahwinan ni sebenarnya apa? Apakah perkahwinan ni? Tujuan. So siapa-siapa nak start dulu? Pandangan masing-masing lah. Pendapat Ziad, go.
Okey, perkahwinan ni tujuannya adalah satu, untuk mendirikan rumah tangga.
Okay.
Sakinah mawaddah dan punya zuriat dan berhidup bersama.
Ni dah kira apa tau? Ni dah kira dah pak-pak bimbing dah nikah.
Kepak-kepak.
Dah aku terima nikahnya. Simpulan dah jatuh. Kira dah habis. Dah habis honeymoon ke belum ni?
Dia dah habis honeymoon atau honeymoon ditundakan lah.
Oh, okay. Alright, so
nama je dah ijab qabul. Dia dah
sah.
sah suami isteri. Dia kalau budak sekarang, kalau zaman-zaman kita di hashtag halal belum tapi there was a time, maybe let's put about 10 years ago, dia dah start ni hashtag halal. Aku honestly, aku turn off benda ni.
Turn off.
I get very
It's about trending lah during those times.
Hashtag halal. Sampai kau kena fikir
hashtag sana.
Okay, talking about halal, betul, hakikatnya kau halal, satu dunia dah tahulah kan, kau dah nikah, dah habis kan, sah. Tapi kadang-kadang kau kena you have to think for people around you tau. Bila
your surrounding people.
Kadang-kadang diorang berkecil hati. Ataupun kadang-kadang people will go through divorce.
Correct.
You know something that's very saddening. Dah bagus dia hadirkan diri, dijemput. Habis kau pergi halal sana, #halal, we are halal, wait. I mean everyone knows.
Be considerate lah.
Yeah,
You know,
correct.
especially orang yang dah putus tunang atau
Betul.
yang masa
Tak payah wawarkan lah.
Tak payah wawar, satu dunia dah tahu dah kan.
Kira kau dah kahwin, okey lah.
Betul. Tapi you, agree to disagree lah. Tapi bagi aku macam not necessary lah. Pasal kita dah tahu. We know already. So by you stating that, you are putting two steps ahead. You are reiterating to the mass. So sometimes we got to think for people around us, those who go through bad experiences in a marriage, and then they are looking at you from afar, and then they are feeling those terimbas, sedih, emo.
Yeah, once upon a
Terimbas
time.
tak apa.
Habis?
Jangan bilang kau tunggu. Kau time belum sampai lagi.
Ada confirm. Happy kau tunggulah. Kau belum asam garam, kau belum rasain. Kau rasain lo.
Sekarang tengah cantik, tengah manis.
Betul,
Kasih 6
betul.
bulan ke atas, kita tengok nanti.
Betul,
Tapi bukan
betul.
satu doa lah. Pasal manusia ni kan punya
Hakikatnya.
hati, hakikat manusia kan. Tapi kalau boleh kita doakan yang terbaik lah.
Yalah,
Of course.
Untuk mempelai kan.
Yang most important is that kau nak kena understand waktu kau angkat nikah. You have to understand deeply the meaning of angkat nikah. You know, yang seorang bapa melepaskan anak perempuan dia. Tanggungjawab dia selama yang dia membesarkan dia daripada
Bayi.
pada bayi sampai dia dah ini. Semua tanggungjawab yang yang dia transfer. It's not some things that you have to take very lightly and you have to be proud. Oh, aku dah menikah.
Correct.
You know, you don't have to newsflash. You have to know. Once kalau kau dah accept, aku terima nikah tu simfulan binti simfulan, automatically itu dah jatuh tanggungjawab kau.
Correct.
Aku suka cakap apa tau kalau budak-budak orang yang baru kahwin ni. How's your marriage life?
Kau boleh tengok instant reaction.
Ataupun apa tau? Hey, how you doing?
How you doing? Tu
That
friends
will be
tu Joey satu.
Itu aku
after
punya
first 2
tagline
years
sah.
lah.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Joey
After-
Tribbiani.
Usually first 2 years will be very sweet. You know, people both of them still learning each other. You know, still orang kata wangi-wangi lah. You know.
Yeah.
Tapi
When the hit the note is after 4-5 years.
yeah lah, but before you can
Then
go there even Ziad, before you can even go there, because you have to understand, because when you after the akad sebelum kau pergi akad tu dia ada khutbah tu
Khutbah.
sebelum nikah
Yeah.
tu. That khutbah you better listen carefully. That khutbah is very important. It's a very good advice actually. Dan selepas kau nikah, it's good for you. I will advise every couple, read behind the certification of your nikah. Apa tanggungjawab kau dan apa perlu kau buat
Semua kat dalam.
dan apa yang kau tak seharusnya buat. Dan tahu kerana apa? Di situ baru kau tahu apa yang kau berikan nafkah dan tanggungjawab kau. Dan di situ juga akan cakap jika kau melukakan dia, mengapakan dia, kan? So you know that is the basic fundamental of things to understand with.
Dulu waktu when my time waktu tahun 2000 belum ada kau kena baca ikrah pernikahan. Nowadays you do.
Correct.
You know, that's something kau punya oaths.
Yalah.
Ya.
Tapi waktu aku dulu punya time tu aku damn bloody nervous. Pasal
Kau angkat nikah berapa kali?
sekali. Alhamdulillah. Pasal itu jam kadiasan.
Oh, sama.
Kadiasan.
Oh,
pasal
dia punya-
itu
Kau pasal apa
pasal
kadi?
dia dengan
Aku nyalain.
dia satu tu aku very close dengan dia.
Oh, is it?
Ya, pasal is a relative lah.
Tapi dia punya tak ada nonsense
Relative.
Kau jangan lambat, jangan apa. Dia punya time cun-cun dia punya orang.
So aku pula bapa aku
Oh,
punya
sorry. Before that, kita jangan lupa. Bila part kita tu sikit lah, I think with the last episode aku terlupa. Banyak-banyak kita preparation kita tak cakap nak book kadi
Bukan dia selalu nanti bapa yang Uruskan
Taklah sendiri lah.
Sendiri.
Aku pergi ROMM kau dah dapat lah.
Oh ya, aku kena call kadi.
Ya, ROMM kasih kau the number, the list. Then you call every one of them who is available.
Siapa kadi kau? Aku nak tahu siapa kadi kau.
Aku punya first kadi Syakir Pasuni.
Oh, okay. Anak Pasuni
sama.
Maulan.
Sahabat aku kat Syria.
Dia anak Pasuni Maulan.
Tak Pasuni Maulan anak Syakir Pasuni.
Saudara aku.
Oh, bapak aku punya itu bapak Pasuni Maulan is bapak aku punya kadi.
Then second one Salim Jasman.
Salim Jasman.
Dua-dua memang aku tabik lah. Memang
Aku nak
Allah
get Pasuni Maulan tapi tak
payah pasal dia
susah.
dia kadi yang
Dia dah
yang
chief
lain
of
semua
kadi kan?
Ya, dia registrar. So there only as of now I think there's only 5 kadis. They have the upper hand lah. I mean, they are tasked to do more tedious, more complex punya ni pernikahan.
Correct.
But other than that semua naib kadi.
Dia ikut musim tau. Time dia a bit muda punya time, dia suka tanya bab agama.
Testing
Dia test.
Ya.
Sekarang dah bukan sekarang lah. During 10 years ago, during 90s dia tanya bab agama. Dah 2000 dia dah berumur sikit kan.
Mellow down
dia dah mellow down sikit.
He's known to be one of the ustaz yang akan soal kau. Jadi kau kan nasib kau.
Nasib lah.
Kalau kau kena.
Kau tahu
So
kau tahu jawab,
aku
kau jawab.
punya ni, so aku dengan dia very close. So he managed to come to my mom's place. So dia ajak aku revise balik lah.
Yalah.
So aku revise all the way.
Baca.
Padahal aku hanya ada about 3 days saja untuk aku revise.
Kau revise for 3 days dengan dia Oh, so privilege. Aku on the phone, dia ajar aku cakap macam ni. Awak dengar saya cakap, bila awak cakap dengan ni tak ada nya semua saya terima nikah, simpulan dengan mas kahwin. Tak ada mas kahwinnya mas kahwin dah, that's it.
That one is
Straight to
okay,
my
Syah.
face,
Waktu aku angkat nikah punya time, aku cold sweat.
Asal kau gelabah?
Kau tahu surrounding tu pasal bapa aku punya kumpulan daripada Amir Umar Al-Khatib. Kau tahu siapa ada?
Siapa?
Mufti ada.
Yalah.
Habis all the Said ni semua kan.
Habaib banyak.
Habaib banyak. Kau tahu dia duduk semua belakang aku je.
Mikir lah kau.
Kau fikir?
Adik kau Ustaz Mukhtar kan?
Itu adik saudara aku.
Ada saudara kau kan Ustaz Mukhtar. Aku suka dia. Okay, anyway.
So dia, aku bilang, aku panggil dia Amir Hassan. Amir Hassan, you look left and right, semua ni keras-keras.
Tinggal kau je tak nak keras saja aku rasa.
Aku bilang how? Aku
Keras
bilang dengan dia.
Keras kau kena
Let's go,
elaborate.
fellas.
Kau keras dah ni
people who
innalillah.
are
Masa aku cakap
very,
jangan kau keras.
I mean orang yang berilmu.
Yalah.
Aku panggil Amir Hassan. Amir Hassan macam mana?
Okay,
Dia bilang, look at me. Don't look left, don't look right. Look to my eyes. Whatever I do, you hear, you just follow.
Okay.
Dia taruh satu kali.
Kau dah goyang kan tangan.
Terus aku tak tahu macam mana aku boleh lafazkan tu without me thinking of anything else. You know, it's just macam aku mental block gitu. Terus aku lafazkan.
Yalah.
Yang penting lepaskan lah ni benda.
Sekali aku
settle
lepaskan. Sekali dia tengok. Okay.
Kau ada
Aku terus.
Dia bukan okey. Dia tanya saksi okey tak?
Dan lepas akad nikah tu kau ada rasa tak kau punya shoulder dia berat?
Tak berat lah. Terus macam aku bilang
berat.
wow,
Aku rasa
that's
berat.
the biggest.
Kau rasa berat. Aku rasa bila-bila part mana tau. Dia shake kau pe gegar macam aku rasa the whole body aku yang bergegar siap.
Setan semua keluar.
Okay, pada siapa yang belum angkat nikah, korang dengar, aku rasa korang pun biasa dengar orang angkat nikah macam mana. This is our experience lah.
Gabra tu memang part and parcel, tapi yang penting istighfar banyak-banyak. Sebab tu diorang anjurkan kan istighfar sama-sama.
Istighfar.
Kan syahadat, selawat. So this the reasons lah pasal kau akan gelabah. Yang belum kahwin, yang bakal kahwin akan bernikah.
Confirm ya.
Kalau kau tak gelabah, something is wrong lah.
Something ya.
Sekuat-kuat sehebat seorang jantan lelaki, kalau dia depan tu dia dah bersemuka dengan ayah atau wali hakim kan, kau standby lah. Kau tak bergoyang tu, it's not part of the package lah. Kau mesti bergoyang je.
Right.
Okay, I like that. One thing pada aku, the idea of a guy, kau nak kena terapkan ini adalah satu tanggungjawab, satu amanah
Betul.
daripada bapa dia, daripada Allah untuk engkau menjaga. Kau tak boleh take for granted.
Betul.
That is one damn bloody serious punya
Correct
quotes
lah.
yang kau tak boleh main.
Dia satu ucapan yang berat.
Berat.
Akad ni satu ucapan yang berat.
Yeah.
It's an acceptance of responsibility.
Yeah.
The beginning of your life lah.
Yeah.
Beginning of your life.
It's not something to mess around. Dia bukan macam alah biasa nikah lepas tu
Oh, dah
nikah
settle lah. Alamak,
Yeah, that's
settle
right.
lah.
Bukan.
That's the generation now this thinking.
I think
no lah.
not now generation. Back then our generation also the same thing.
I mean,
Because the mentality kita,
Yes.
okay, aku kahwin at the age of 21, bro. Orang tengah
I'm still partying.
okay, but I choose to take that, accept that that responsibility, like what Ziad has mentioned and Fat cakap dengan Ryan pun cakap, you know, it's a permulaan berhidup bersama orang yang tak pernah kita hidup dalam satu rumah.
Betul.
Kan?
Dalam satu katil.
Satu katil, satu rumah,
Satu
satu
rumah.
suadalam. Suadalam mana? Suadalam.
Tak lah. Takkan kau share ke saudara dalam.
Lain baca apa yang bunyi.
Lain size.
Okay. Tapi kau tahu suadalam masing-masing kan? That will be the main issue where you get more detail about your pasangan.
Bilik engkau saudara dalam kau. Sekarang bilik engkau ada saudara isteri engkau sekali.
Betul.
Dah lain lah.
Dah kena share lemari.
Lemari. Nak
Kan,
kena
dulu
bagi
kau
dua.
duduk, tempat tidur dah share. And then nak makan sekarang, kau dulu kau boleh suka hati mana nak makan. Sekarang
Kena fikirkan isteri nak makan apa atau
first punya few months
Aku
you
tahu.
balik, you makan, you nak I siapkan. The first 2 years lah bro kan. You nak makan apa? You nak I masak apa? Kan?
You nak I masak kegemaran you. Nak balik cepat. Mampus.
Abang Jamil.
Sanggup tau ikat perut kat luar pasal nak makan ni.
Memang.
Baru kan manis kan.
Ada overtime pun tak buat overtime.
No, it's a beautiful feeling because you know that you have a wife
Makan
now.
tak kenyang.
Tidur tak lena.
Mandi tak basah.
Sekarang Ryan aku tanya kau mandi tak basah ke?
Mandi tetap basah.
Kuyup lagi ada.
So yalah, the beauty of it lah, you know, the initial
Right.
anything with human dia permulaan selalu beautiful lah dalam kehidupan ni.
Anything.
Anything.
It starts off beautifully but sometimes
Harap-harap podcast ni pun baru-baru kita buka macam ni macam beautiful kan. Biar beautiful sampai bila-bila juga lah.
InsyaAllah. Yalah, pasal kita ni dah ada umur sikit, jadi dia punya cabaran nak stay awake pun macam ada kan.
Pasal tujuan kita pun buat podcast ni is, you know, kita share good old days. I mean, we are more experienced. We can share our experience
And relate with certain issues.
Yes.
Objective kita is to actually give our own 2 cents worth lah. You know, our opinions. It's more of sharing
Benda yang bermanfaat.
manfaat. Yes.
Mana yang baik ikut, mana yang tak baik boleh swipe.
Swipe. Oh, itu lagu
To
tu.
me, we do the sake of Allah.
Ya, lillahi ta'ala.
Ya, betul.
InsyaAllah.
Wallahi.
Allahu Akbar.
So
Okay, berbalik.
balik pada pernikahan lah. So like what Ziad mention, okay, daripada situ kita akan bukan saja dalam sharing macam Ryan cakap, tempat tidur. I think the problems, issue seharian, kita balik kerja penat, with problems at work and stuff like that. But then I think bila zaman kita ni kahwin, isteri dan suami dah bekerja lah. Because masing-masing, I think our zaman is both parties ada career masing-masing.
Jadi aku ada soalan. Wajibkah seorang isteri tu siapkan makanan atau kopi untuk suami?
Pahala lah.
Pasal
Satu
apa?
ibadah.
Wanita ni dia nak mendapatkan pahala. Dia senang. dia menggembirakan suami dia pun dia dah dapat pahala. Allah dah janjikan dia. Kan? Apa yang dia buat untuk
4 perkara yang dia boleh terus masuk
kan? Masuk apa mana?
syurga.
Kau
Mana
cakap lah kasih habis. Kau cakap masuk tu kau berhenti aku nak juga kan.
Masuk bilik
Sabar,
tidur
kasih
Masuk
suspend.
bilik aku boleh. Kasih habis saya
Orang
cakap.
ni.
Alamak, aku nak terapkan. Kita faham. Kita duduk berempat.
Orang lain tak
yang
faham.
dengar tak faham. So kena kasih habis. So
Suspend sikit lah.
So to me is something that is easy for the wife to attain and get something, to do something. Kehadiran isteri ni untuk menggembirakan suami. Fad, you agree ni?
Aku agree. Kejap. Aku nak dengar Ryan punya.
Okay, apa dia? Throw me, man.
Seorang isteri ni, adakah dia wajib untuk siapkan makanan dan minuman?
Okay, aku wajib is very
Mandatory.
Okay. Dia nak siapkan bagus. Kalau dia tak siapkan, aku tak kisah. Pasal usually aku akan ambil sendiri. At the same time, kalau kita makan sama-sama, then obviously cakap, you nak makan sekali? Okay, kita nak makan sekali. Okay, kita siap-siap sama-sama. Okay, aku tak ada macam duduk, ada lapar. Aku duduk, kira berapa tau, automatic dia bikin. Tak ada. Aku tak macam gitu.
Actually aku pun tak ada.
Tak macam
Tapi
gitu.
aku lebih suka begitulah. Pasal aku see it as an angle of you can attain pahala yang Allah kasih easily. Why don't you do it? Untuk for the sake of Allah, kita cakap ini dasarkan dalam segi agama, that you can attain pahala.
Yeah.
You know, you make your husband smile. Sampaikan to a level when I of course I learn something untuk mendandankan diri.
Dia macam ni. Kalau seorang isteri tu dia suri rumah tangga, sebab tu bahasa Arab cakap rabbatul bait. Kan? Dia suri rumah tangga. Dia lah the controller, macam the queen of the house lah, kan?
Right.
Kalau dia suri rumah tangga, dia kalau mendatang mewajibkan atas dia untuk menyiapkan makan dan kopi ke teh ke whatever lah, dia tak sampai level tu.
Right.
Okay. Tapi sunnah bagi dia.
Yalah.
Apatah lagi kalau seorang isteri yang membantu seorang suami, dia pun bekerja, lagilah dia tak wajib.
Itu tak wajib.
You see, kan? Tapi hukum dia atas dasar dia, kefahaman dia punya takwa kepada Allah. Kalau seorang isteri tu nak siapkan, InsyaAllah jannah bagi dia. Pasal dia tenangkan suami, dia gembirakan suami, kan. Tapi at the end of the day, bukan untuk suami, untuk perintah, untuk tuntut. Jangan buat macam itu.
It's the way that how you appreciate and you been appreciated.
That is why untuk berkenalan ni dalam Islam ni, jangan sampai that comfort level tau. Because why? You do this when you dah halal. Kan, you dah nikah, that is where you're supposed to get to know your wife more, and then you will tend to get to know the true colours of each other.
Yeah.
But I just want to interrupt this audience, audience yang dengar. I'm not a male alpha
Misogynist or sexist lah.
Pasal apa?
Yeah.
I do this. I must be proud to say this. When the day my wife weekends I'm off, if my wife just wake up in the morning, I will prepare breakfast, I will cook for lunch and dinner. I will do it. I got no issue.
Yeah.
You know, I got no issue. And
Adakah itu tanggungjawab?
Rasulullah tolong
Rasulullah bikin.
dalam rumah tangga dengan Aisyah.
And my wife knows that, tahu yang aku ni memang suka masak dan aku boleh masak. Dan aku bilang, bila aku ada rumah, automatically she knows. Bila macam hari yang aku off on the weekdays when she is working,
Right.
she knows she is preparing dinner, selalu balik dia makan masak. Tapi the day yang macam on the weekdays aku tak kerja, she knows it's taken care of. Because I will cook. I will cook because I will be at home. I
Right.
will prepare. I will cook. You know, I know it's because of my children are going to come back from school and stuff like that. So aku will do. But aku punya angle is, if your husband is happy with things that you want to do,
Correct. Dia macam mana tau. Kau nak tengok seorang isteri tu, dia betul-betul bertakwa. Dia taat pada suami dia. Bila saat korang bergaduh, dia cuci baju you, dia siapkan makanan, masih buang muka, tapi dia siapkan semua tip top. Tapi mungkin tak berbual banyak speak when you're spoken to.
correct.
Kalau dia nak buat, okay, kita tak halang. Tapi jangan sampai kita pun dah penat, dia penat. Bila dua-dua dah penat, apa jadi?
Setan lah.
Emo kan. So akan gaduh, akan tuntut, akan ungkit ni semua, whatever nonsense that is not supposed to be said, it will be said. So dalam agama kita, dalam pernikahan Islam ni, dia lebih kepada give and take,
Compromising.
compromising,
Tolerance.
right?
See, kalau kau boleh masak,
Apa salahnya?
okay, why not? Aku suka masak.
Aku
And
boleh
aku
masak.
suka, masakkan untuk dulu lah. Ex-wife aku masakkan, aku bikin macam-macam, aku buat. I just want to see, okay, anak aku, dia smile and that's it. I don't have to ask so much.
Yeah.
My time, my wife's last time, okay, ada satu, dulu anak-anak kecil, kita ada maid and stuff like that lah, and she knows because I'm very particular of the maid cooking. So she knows that for sure until now also. So cooking, she have to cook. Or either if she's not there, I will be the next person to cook. But now aku ada anak-anak aku yang besar. Now my children, my daughters are stepping in. Okay, Baba tak suka. So she will come in and she will cook.
Yang tua lah.
Yang tua, yang tengah, yang nombor 3 semua, they are doing it. Okay.
Yeah, whichever
bila
is
mana-
benefit. You see, if you have 3 children, 3 girls,
Or 3 boys, whichever.
Boys also, it doesn't matter.
Is how we as a parents
Educate lah.
to educate,
Yeah,
to
betul.
do house chores.
Dia tak ada such thing laki duduk balik.
No,
Tapi ada.
ini
family
semua
ada.
ni.
Aku
Ini
dah
semua
nampak.
zaman Flintstone punya time.
No, it's not a Flintstone.
You know.
That is a different era,
Cannot.
a different period, and a different perception. You cannot say it's not, because you must understand also. Dulu punya woman, they are not working like Fat say. So the only way is to service the husband and taat pada the husband. So they have that perception, which I seen before. But the problem, like what Fat said, the context right now, both have careers and both is working and stuff like that. So you have to have to compromise. Aku boleh cuci baju, aku boleh jaga anak-anak,
So,
aku boleh jemur baju. It's not an issue. But when those days when aku and my wife got no maid at one period, we were doing that. I was doing that if I have the time, because I travel. Bila the day I'm not traveling. Bila aku dekat rumah, most of the time aku balik kerja macam 9 to 6, and then aku balik, aku akan buat whatever kerja rumah yang aku boleh to lessen the burden of each other. Kemas, lipat baju.
Automatic lah. Kau nampak, kau tahu, alamak,
kan.
belum cuci baju, cuci.
Settlekan anak.
Lipat baju. Macam aku,
So,
yalah.
Correct.
Kau.
We will do.
Lah.
We will do. But on a weekend, I will ask my wife. Aku bukan demand, aku nak manja. You cook pagi you siapkan air kopi So you tak kerja apa. On the weekend I'm
Aku tak
dia
pernah-
bukan demand tau.
aku tak
Dia
pernah
actually
suruh.
bukan demand. Dia nak manja. Nak manja, nak get the feeling of a bini.
Masing-masing lah.
I know this is
Masing-masing punya rumah tangga.
I have. Yes, we have differences of thoughts and stuff like that. So again, I think I agree with Ziad, because I've been Alhamdulillah, as you get older, you belajar and say, apa kelakuan isteri towards you, what she wants to do, no, it's atas ihsan that I have learned.
Yalah.
Ihsan. Kan, kita what we need to do is kewajipan. Dia ihsan.
Again, that's the point. Yeah, I like that. Tapi it's how we portray ourselves towards them.
Portray
That's all. Kalau kita menunjukkan kelakuan yang baik, kita memberikan sepenuh perhatian dengan kasih sayang, you give moral, everything support dengan your wife, I tell you, you get your dividend back more than what you are investing,
Bro, this is not to everyone. Sorry
But
to say.
aku rasa,
Smell the coffee,
yes,
bro.
Some I went through, okay lah, aku
Hardship.
Hardship.
You went through hardship, yeah.
2 marriages flung, I went through all that. Tapi aku do reflection on
Kita tengok
at one
korang.
point you have to do your self-reflection before you are pointing fingers at others.
Betul.
Yalah.
Because at one point you are slacking. Because why? You already live in the comfort zone.
Correct.
And you miss. There is called tidbits of mini of signals that dia dah distress atau dia dah pissed off,
you
something.
you fail to observe.
Yeah. So I have to own up on that. I don't give entirely blame on that person.
Whether you rectify the issue and solve the issue.
I missed out on that small tidbits of, But again, no regrets.
But I think, sorry to say,
no regrets.
At times, you need to do confrontation.
Yeah.
You need to.
So much that
to nail it.
Yeah.
You need to do that confrontation. It may not sound nice, but if you think you want to live with each other, you need that confrontation. At the end of the day, you are still the wali. You need to point and pin it down and stop this.
That's the thing, yeah.
You have to, because you will step in. Whether the person will not like it, obviously, in the beginning, but I think it will take times, after a few while, then begin to realize and stuff like that. That is part of my experience,
I think the best thing is when your own wife criticize you for the betterment of your own character.
Yeah.
That's the best. Your husband tegur, suami tegur isteri, isteri tegur suami. Dia tak boleh ada hijab antara suami dengan isteri ni tau. And then for the man ni, kita ada ego bruiser punya issue. Kan every time kita ego. Isteri pula, dorang terlalu sensitif kadang-kadang. So how you gonna get that mid-range punya keadaan is through trial and error. You got to, if everyone thinks that getting into a marriage is to have a happily ever after punya feeling, then don't get married lah.
Yeah.
Don't get married, because getting married is when you are getting to know an unknown person that stays under the same roof as you, bathe with you, eat with you, sleep on the bed with you, and then you start to see all the petty stuff that can be a pet peeve to you tau.
Right.
Kan, daripada smallest things lah, macam baju dia kat tepi ke, kau punya baju dia tak terima, dia get irritated ke apa,
stocking buka tak letak dalam tempat
laundry basket
lah, campak tepi. All
these things are going to arise no. So if you have to the young audiences that may listen to us, kalau korang ingat korang nak masuk rumah tangga setakat nak halal, #halal. No, it's more than that. You're gonna fight, you're gonna argue, you're gonna test each other punya patience, you're gonna ungkit. Na'udzubillah, janganlah ungkit. Satu-satu perkara dalam perkahwinan, jangan ungkit. Practice not to ungkit. You will be so tested at every angle that the end game is when you sit down and you understand why you got married to begin with. No, you get married is to expand zuriat, your generation as Muslims,
And one more thing.
Apa dia?
One more thing. How do I put it? Both have weakness. And both have strength. But you need to balance. How do you
recalibrate?
And make it become one.
Dia macam bagi apa tu? Kau tahu math. You have two circles.
You're talking about pie chart apa ni?
Tak. Venn diagram.
Okay.
Right.
You cross over two circles yang tengah-tengah tu kan. You and your wife should be in the middle. You have a taste of your side. She has a taste of your side. You have a taste of her side. You are in the middle. You meet in between. Everything is about meeting in between. There's no such thing is inclined to you unless perkara yang ma'ruf. Perkara yang amal ma'ruf nahi mungkar. Kalau kebenaran adalah from your point of view, then so be it. The wife have to actually be inclined to you. Kalau is on the vice versa to your wife's side, dia mengatakan sesuatu yang atas kebenaran, atas yang memang aku nak rot tu macam kau nak jidal, macam kau nak debate balik. Tapi aku alamak, ni kalau aku debate balik pun aku kalah. Memang hakikatnya bini aku ni betul lah. Dalam hati tau berkata, you jolly well
tapi mau jaga muka
jaga muka kan. You embrace it. You go to show her that I respect your opinion, and your opinion is better than mine.
Guys, just say you are right lah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's no wrong of saying I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a challenge to I think all men, including ourselves. Sometimes at times we are so tested kena cakap actually betul lah kita yang salah. Susah kadang-kadang. Tapi this is one person that may mother your kids, is your confidant, your strength of pillar of strength.
Right.
Everything to you, sleeps beside you, wake you up, pesan, ingatkan bangun solat, siapkan makanan, everything at your back end, and here you are trying to challenge her, to belittle her. I think that's very wrong. Salah.
Wrong. Both parties. No one should belittle anyone, You should embrace both actually.
Yes.
Each other should embrace each other because why? Both have the strength. Both are trying to make the best out of the family.
If both understand what marriage is in the perspective of worldly matters or daripada sudut ukhrawi, keagamaan. Kalau dorang faham, then insya-Allah perkahwinan tu akan berterusan lah, you know. Tapi I think a lot of the breakdown of marriages is due to miscommunication or
I think
whatever.
More to expectation.
Expectation satu, miscommunication. You don't meet in between. Your expectation on this thing. Ada yang nak sesuatu daripada suami yang suami tak mampu atau tak lihat dari perspektif sang isteri. Ada pula sang suami expect sang isteri ni top of the world.
Right. Expectation. The key. Don't make promises where you cannot be delivered.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Kau nak try to please your wife by all means, but always ada kalimah. InsyaAllah kalau ada rezeki, you can have it whatever you want. But for now, you have to endure. We have to hustle together.
But the problem is now, Ziad, sometimes it's not because of promises. The expectation is there already.
No, the creator of the expectation is within the two person. That is not because it's there or neither here, neither where. It is about two person who is already committed to expectation.
Tak mau bawa world lah. Kirakan tak mau bawa world dengan kau punya partner lah.
Basic saja. Dapatkan apa yang kita perlu. Jangan mengharapkan apa yang kita nak. Kita butuhkan apa yang kita perlu untuk harian. Ya. Betul. Selain itu biarkan live day by day. Kalau ada rezeki, itu apa yang kau nak. Tak semestinya apa yang kau nak itu boleh baik untuk engkau. Apa yang kau tak nak itu mungkin it's a good thing for you.
Minta maaf kau serius tapi aku teringat something. Cerita Piramli lah.
Apa Piramli dia masuk?
Tak, aku teringat.
Apa dia satu?
Jiran minta TV besar. Jiran minta TV besar.
Ini yang ke atas
Alibaba
balcony tu kan, yang dia tengah
tak ada tengah telefon
suruh rompak dia kan.
Dia suruh rompak.
Oh ya, okay.
Dia beli almari besar. Dia minta saya almari besar.
So dia punya situation is,
and that is
tengok,
true.
itu kan cerita dah dibayangkan, dah dibayangkan.
Betul.
Apa yang terjadi.
Piramlinya cerita, jangan cerita semua ada
lucu,
pengajaran.
tapi ada dia punya
memang sindir, ada sindiran tu. Ryan cakap Ryan, tadi aku tengok macam mana cakap. Macam
Terima kasih semua. Terima kasih kasih aku peluang berbual. Pendapat aku, yes, okay, I agree to all the above. Okay,
berat mata memikul.
Tak ada.
Berat lagi baru dah sending.
Dia nak kena isi asas agama ni is betul-betul punya penting.
Dalam pernikahan
Pernikahan. Okay. Logic, yes, logic. Okay, kita based on kita punya akal. At the same time, kita pun nak kena ada asas agama. Untuk the guide for us.
Navigation.
We know that okay, kita tahu ini salah, you know.
But I always think logic is later. Agama is important.
I mean, okay, yang beragama tu Alhamdulillah lah. Kan. Jadi orang yang tak beragama sangat, tak banyak dia punya knowledge of agama, kurang agama, kan, susah sikit. Susah sikit. Tapi they go based on logic, feelings. Tapi
that will come lah.
That will come along.
Pasal ustaz pun bercerai juga kan.
Banyak.
Ada agama, ustazah.
So can I say this? Ujungnya is nafsu-nafsi masing-masing.
No. Sefahaman. Kefahaman.
Dalam ni ada term dia. Dia kena alam rumah tangga, i.e. perkahwinan kan. Bila nak cari pasangan tu, carilah yang sekufu. Sekufu that means setaraf. That mean kau akan complement each other. Ada nak cari ustaz, tapi dia sendiri tak prepare tau, nak tukar tau perjalanan seorang bakal suami atau bakal isteri yang seorang asatiza, dia tak tahu what to expect tau. Bila dah masuk, dia macam, dia bukan culture shock, dia macam semua hidup dia macam meletup, jam. Dia tak tahu buat. And then these people of this nature pun kena faham yang kalau seseorang ni dia kurang kefahaman dalam agama, dia kena lebih banyak sabar. Kan? So baseline, bottom line, cari yang sekufu. Bila kau cari sekufu, that means tengah berkenalan ni, tanya like and dislikes, and you have to observe each other. Whether
Body
you can
language.
kau boleh compliment, kau boleh tengok do you have chemistry ke tak?
Asal Melayu lah.
The
Baru
vibe
kena
is-
buku dengan luas lah.
Buku dengan luas.
Ah,
Itu penting pasal banyak kenapa tak I had one of my buddies, dia bilang aku tau, your first 5 years is whether you make it or break it. Your marriage kan?
Correct.
no, every 5 years you cannot test.
Aku
A
punya
different-
perception is every 7 years.
Every 7 years.
Every 5
Aku
years.
7 years aku akan kena test.
Yeah.
It's a different
5
ballgame
years.
lah. Kan? You know what? Listen, I want you to listen. Okay, I may not wake up tomorrow, but I want you to know this, that I appreciate you. Daripada from the first time I got to know you until now, this present time, the days that we go through thick and thin together, I appreciate you. Thank you for being my wife. Oh, that's
Enough. Okay, memandangkan ni kita ni bapa-bapa, apa nasihat untuk budak-budak ni yang
bakal.
yang bakal nak apa tu, nak mendirikan rumah tangga? Apa yang best advice? I mean, based on your experience, the goods, the bads, you know.
I would say you have to work in terms of compromising. It's not an easy task.
Yeah.
Because to compromise with the weaknesses that you will see. Because apa? Kita ni manusia, kita akan tak nampak kebaikan yang dia buat. Dia akan sampai satu tahap kau akan nampak keburukan je all the way. And then it will start and kau datang menyampah. Because why? And then you in life, in marriage, you will have anasir-anasir daripada luar akan masuk juga.
Yeah,
While you are in that weak period with your wife, anasir-anasir third party will come in, will give you the beautiful side of the person. You see why I'm getting attention from the other side.
Shoulder to cry on.
Okay. Itu syaitan.
Betul.
I'm telling you all.
Besar punya monyet.
Okay. Because why?
Ya, betul.
That is what going to bring down you, your whole family and your children down. I'm telling you.
Yes.
So what you need to do is think about, first is you need to keep reminding yourself, look at the goodness of your wife or your husband. That is important. Keep looking at it and then start compromising, then you can appreciate. If you do not look at the goodness of the person and you look at the badness of the person or the weakness of the person, sorry bro,
You're not going to make it.
you're not going to make it.
Yeah.
How about you, Fat?
Kalau aku, okay, I'm going to be very blunt here. You will get to know your future spouse when you are engaged to her or him, right? If you think both parties, I'm not inclining to the male or female. If you think that partner is not meant for you, because you will get the vibes along the way, kan? Because tests will come one after one after one.
Correct.
Suddenly you wake up one day, you re-question about your relationship with that person. If you think it's not meant for you, stop. Don't get into a marriage. Because why? When you get into a marriage, there's a very heavy commitment. Apatah lagi kalau the wife gets pregnant, bunting pelamin. That's another commitment where the child, will be another factor, and a lot of marriages stayed because of kids. Now, this is something on my own accord, on my own personal opinion, I do not agree this. It affects the kids, in the long run. What if this couple of a violent nature, they fight in front of the kids, the effects will come 20 years down the road bila anak-anak ni dah besar.
Right.
They become very violent kids tau. Tendency. This is proven. You see? So, to me, simple. Along the way, from the big day, kalau kau rasa kau kena back out, if you think that this is not meant for you, then be brave, have courage, walk out. But in a nice way. End things nice way. So it will save her, it will save you. This is my honest opinion.
How about you? Kau dah ada kata-kata pujangga?
Aku punya very direct lah. Kalau for new into relationship dan nak tunang ni semua kan, the best thing, do research between both sides, knowing the flaws. Don't always think about I love him, I love her, she is the perfect for me. There is no perfections.
Yeah.
Everyone has a flaws. You are unable to see now, but you will see later. But if you are fortunate to see now, you has a chance to repair it. Build up that confidence. Motivate each other to change for the future. If you are meant to be together, but being honest to every details that you are going into it. Financial, your status, your work, whatever loan you have, whatever it is you have, just declare to each other. If you want to walk away, that means it's a good news that's not meant for you before you go embark to marriage life.
Yeah.
So be wise. Love doesn't bring you nowhere, but build that reality.
Build that
Because marriage is reality.
Marriage is hard work.
Is a hard knock school of life.
Oh.
It will teach you life from marriage. So to all the youngsters out there, please just be honest to each other.
Can I add on another thing?
Yeah.
Just a tips I think it will help also now. If you, this is also maybe based of experience. Get to know the upbringing of the person.
Yeah.
It's good because he or she, the lifestyle of being upbringing by their parents, how is it? Take notice of that, because it will help you to know that there's certain things that maybe that's how it's been done, and the life cycle of it's daily life cycle. This person is growing up, getting this and that. Because there's another aspect of what when you know that there will be in-laws getting involved also in the marriage, right? So take note of that, because when you take note of that, it will help you in balancing yourself, not to go into culture shock after you get married.
Islam jaga li asabiha. Both side latar belakang keluarga. Memang dituntut untuk pergi selidik, get to know. Because from there you can gauge whether boleh aci ke tak. But we are guilty of it, you see. We don't. Nampak dia tu pagal you know. Semua jadi gila. Dia tu pagal
Which is true. I think I agree with you.
Right. So semua macam
ni cakap based on experience.
Kalau cakap hubbuka yu'mi wa yuslimu. I mean cinta itu buta dan tuli.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Dan kalau dia dah naik satu level, dia dah jadi al-ishq. Al-ishq ni dia dah macam mabuk cinta.
Ada satu word.
Gila bayang.
Majnun ni.
Majnun gila.
Majnun lah.
Dia macam biol-biol lah. Dia betul-betul dah mengalam kayangan sendirilah. So these are all telltales that ni bukan perbuatan seorang
Kentuk
yang
bancin pun
beriman.
bilang wangi
Ni ketuk bacin sebelum, nanti lepas dah start maki hamun each other. Kenapa ada cara? Kenapa you kentut depan air ke apa, you know? But there's a scientific research about people who fart beside one another. You know, they said that you have come to that comfort level. Whether it's rude or not put aside, tapi for you to have the courage to fart beside someone, which means kau betul dah comfort level.
Kau dah comfort level dengan aku ni sekarang. Tadi kau dah kentut.
Kau nak aku kentut lagi ke apa?
Tolong lah.
Okay, so yalah akhir kalam Ryan.
Okay, aku pun everybody answered already. Okay, aku dah tak ada point-point yang aku nak masukkan.
Wah, kau pukul macam gitu je.
No,
kasih
dia summarize.
Satu
point lah, satu point je.
Okay, satu point.
Takkan
Satu point,
kau tak ada
Aku memang nak kasih. Semua dah cakap. Mana nak cakap macam mana? Macam mana tak nanti? Tak nanti.
Adik.
Dia tak ada, okay. Dia gini.
Pepet.
kau nak main pepet lagi
Kau nak aku start tak? Okay. Aku rasa timbang rasa kita nak kena saling membantu. Itu important.
Yes.
Kerja rumah, financial, financial tu aku rasa kerja rumah lah. Pasal kalau kat rumah ni nanti dia buat tu, bila kau nampak orang tu buat tu, then kau buat benda yang lain. Jadi kita kerjasama. Macam it's a everyday routine things lah,
Pandai bawa diri lah.
Kerjasama,
Teamwork
compromise. Okay, don't be little. Jangan belittle. Okay, kau jangan kecilkan hati isteri kau. Kau pun jangan sakitkan hati suami kau. Itu way lah. Jangan. Tolonglah tolong menolong. Kalau ada anak, tolong kalau nak sudah mandikan, suami apa salahnya kalau mandikan anak kan? It's not all your wife yang nak mandikan. You pun boleh mandikan anak you.
Betul.
Okay?
Buat susu bangun tengah malam pun boleh buat sendiri.
Betul.
Bangun.
Bukan kerja isteri
Tapi okay, sebagai bapa pula, anak perempuan kalau dia mandi ke, dulu kecil-kecil memang kita cibukkan. Dah besar tu kita nak kena tahu kita punya limit. Okey, pasal apa diorang dah besar.
Ya, betul.
Itu mesti korang nak tahu. Mesti nak tahulah
Belajar agama.
Bini aku pun sama. Okey, kalau anak aku dah start berbujang, dah jalima, takkan kau nak pergi cibuk.
Betul.
Itu semua janganlah. Kalau dorang boleh berdikari, suruh dorang bikin.
Ajar daripada luar kan.
Istinjak ni semua kena ajar dorang.
Ya, betul. Belajar agama. Pasal apa? Menyusukan badan pun ada ditaruhkan sampai umur berapa. Then you have to put it a stop.
2 tahun.
2 tahun. Kadang orang tak belajar agama, orang main sumbat aja, nangis. So it's important.
Ya. Okey lah, aku rasa masa pun tak menentukan. Kita pun dah overrun, tapi which is good run to me.
Topik ni very wide kan. Dia masih boleh tarik lagi tau. Tapi I think we can always carry forward.
Tak ada kita tarik sampai kita tahajud. Lepas tahajud kita zikir, kita subuh. Lepas tu kita balik. Wah, rabak so.
Aku tak tahu aku boleh sampai ke tak.
Aku pun tak tahu aku pun boleh duduk sini lama-lama ke tidak. Ini dah kepanasan ni. Daripada tadi ni cucuk aku. Okey lah guys, sebelum kita menutup tirai, jangan lupa ikuti kami di Spotify, Facebook, TikTok, IG dan YouTube @Coffee Shop Talk. Bagi mereka yang ada sembarang pertanyaan bab perkahwinan ni, email kami di coffeeshoptalk@gmail.com. Kita kembali di episod yang akan datang.
Selamat dan jumpa lagi. Ciao.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Salam.